Okay guys, today we're talking about the second vow renewal on maths, which was on last night. So for those who've been watching Married at First Sight, and we had two more couples decide if they want to stay together and make a go of it or go their separate ways. So let's talk about what happens when you guard your heart so severely in a dating situation. All right, let's talk about that. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm Marie-Louise and I am a dating coach. And what I do is teach singles to learn to make confident decisions in their dating life, because it doesn't have to be as difficult as a lot of us make it out to be. And I know that I have done that in the past. I don't do it anymore. I keep things really, really simple. Thanks guys for watching. Silvio, I can see you there. And Melissa, remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you're watching live, please give me a hashtag live so that I can see when people are watching. And if you catch up later, please type in hashtag replay. That would be fabulous. Hey Dominique, how are you, darling? I'm sure you watched maths last night. So what we saw last night were two couples that went through. So we had Michael and Martha, and it was pretty textbook. Honestly, I was really hoping that Michael would sort of grow some balls in a way and not move to Sydney, because Martha just made absolutely no attempt to come a little bit this way in the to and fro of the relationship. She's just made it all about herself. Unfortunately, the show hasn't really shown us what she does for a living. They've said she's a makeup artist, but I haven't seen any evidence of her actually going to Sydney and starting a life there, which would obviously make it really difficult for her to leave and come back to Melbourne. I would understand that, but the show hasn't really explained that about her, so it's a little bit disappointing. So all we can really see is that she's acting like a princess. It's probably not the case. But anyway, Michael decided, they both decided to stay together, and Michael decided to move up to Sydney. The other couple was Mark and Ning. Now, I've been calling Ning a Ning Nong all along because basically she acts like a Ning Nong. She's been doing some pretty stupid things. She's guarded her heart so vehemently that she's really missed out on a lot. And at the start of the episode, she said how she wishes she had dropped her guard earlier and really enjoyed the experiment more. No shit, Sherlock. You have wasted so much fucking time that she could have been shagging the bejesus out of that guy for weeks now, and yet she was so busy keeping him at arm's length, and she probably had a bit of a pole pushing him away a bit further than that too, that she's missed out on what really could be a great relationship. I mean, obviously there are difficulties. She lives in far north Queensland, he lives in Melbourne, beautiful Melbourne, but there are still things you could do. He's a personal trainer, he used to be in the army. The great thing about jobs such as personal training and teaching, which is what Michael does, is that they are quite transient. You can pick up and work anywhere. You can also pick up and work anywhere as a hairdresser or a makeup artist. But obviously I understand some people have started their own business. I fully understand that. Who would I be to judge? And you know, once you've set up a business and you've got a following, it's really difficult to start that all over again, and you might not want to. But she hasn't even really used that as an excuse. She's just like, I'm scared of being hurt. Well, guess what? She fucking got hurt. And she got hurt more because she didn't give in. She didn't submit to the whole experiment and actually enjoy it. Hey there, Gail. How are you? Ha ha ha. I bet you watched. Tell me what you thought. I want to see what you guys think about protecting your heart. Is it worth it, or is it better to fall? I think it's better to fall. And I think we've all been hurt before, but when you go on a show like that, you've made such a huge sacrifice in your life. You know, she's got 3 kids who she would have had to find. I'm not sure if they were with the ex-husband with their father the whole time, but she did mention it last night that they were with him when she came home for the week between, before she had to go back and decide. So she made it obvious that they were with him then, but she's basically been away for 9 weeks. So she spent 9 weeks away from her children not getting to see them, having to arrange them to be with somebody, that would have been a huge undertaking. Why would you not jump in with both feet, take full advantage, and especially when you have a guy like Mark? Now, he might not be everybody's cup of tea. He is actually my cup of tea. So if anybody knows Mark, feel free to tag him. I would at least love to have a conversation with him about his experience, but I might do it over dinner. So the thing is that she got really, really lucky. She could have had an absolute chauvinistic asshole, but she didn't. She got somebody who is actually probably a little bit inexperienced in love, and therefore that made him a bit more patient. He was in no rush to push the relationship anywhere. And I've got all these pigeons down here. Oh, hey Gail. Well, I'm sorry, I'm giving you spoiler alerts here. So he's been amazing with her, and all he did was be patient. Of course he wanted to shag her. Who wouldn't? She's attractive, and he's very much attracted to her. So it's fully understandable, but he didn't play games with her. He didn't ridicule her. He didn't pick on her for being a little bit backward in coming forward, shall we say. And I really admire that about him, and especially when the whole country's watching. I don't know, I can't remember the stats on how many people watch, but fuckloads of people watch his show every night. So you know people are watching. He's got mates. Being ex-army, he's probably quite masculine and macho, and I can see why he might think it would be a good thing to get laid on telly, but it didn't happen. And I think she was pushing him away so many times and so clearly that he just in the end didn't really want to make a move, even though he took her away on that beautiful little overnight trip to a treehouse, which I at first thought not my thing, but it was actually quite lovely. And so, you know, even then he was super patient. Probably felt a little bit like he couldn't make a move then, just in case. He didn't want to hurt her, didn't want to upset her, and she fucked it up. I put it nearly all on Ning. We all like a man who'll take control, but poor Mark was pushed onto the rope so many times he didn't know what to do, and I really feel for him. So guys, I want to see your comments. Leave your comments below about whether Ning should have opened up earlier. I think you're all going to say yes. Whether Mark was a gentleman. I want to know everything you've got to say, and I will come back and check your comments later. Make sure, if you've been watching me live, make sure you leave a hashtag live, and if you're catching up later on, please leave a hashtag replay, and I will be checking in for all your comments and all your likes, and we'll talk really soon. And tonight there's more to come. Can't wait. Catch you soon. Bye.